Here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Junior Colson there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Russ. Catch made by Pickens. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. They get 14 on that hookup. That's a Steeler 1st down.
I think it's so critical to start the game fast. I mean, you hear every coach and player harp on it in their press interviews and in their conferences. It's something that everybody stresses, but it's easier said than done. So I think for them to come out and face an early 3rd down and be able to pick up a 1st and extend this possession, I think it goes a long way towards everybody on that sideline and in that huddle just taking a deep breath.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Wilson. A throw on the move is caught. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
He's got his big tight end, Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On play action, now Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They're going to continue to be aggressive, especially through the air, and if they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And that is incomplete. Glad McConkey the one he was looking for. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Steelers offense going to take over now for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I can promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground.
And he's taken down up past the 35.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That is caught downfield by Pickens. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
We are through one. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They go play action now. Wilson. This one complete to Washington. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Now it's Harris. And he'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his man, Jefferson.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
The throw on the run is complete, and he's in. Then Jefferson, touchdown Steelers.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. Brought in by the tight end, Hayden Hurst with the catch. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second down and 8. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one, and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play. Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads. They all played their responsibilities. Secure the tackle after the catch, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch. Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
That one complete to McConkey. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Pistol here for Herbert. No chance at all. He'll go down. The NFL sack leader for 2023, T.J. Watt, gets in there to bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Dicker's kick is good, and the Chargers get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Now Wilson. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He finds Austin with the grab. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson lines up in the pistol. He'll get this to his tight end, Freiermuth.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Off he goes. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Got his man at the 6, and he will score. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Chargers offense going to take over just before the half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. The Chargers offense going to get it one final time in this first half. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down. To throw is Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. He'll give it to Dobbins. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Now Herbert. He's got his tight end. That's Hurst. Through the middle of the field. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more?
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Steelers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll begin with first and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and That mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And it'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
A run with Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Palmer. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Taking off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the gun, it's Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Lad McConkey. Touchdown, LA. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off. Now, remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight game, tight call. They're going to take a good long look at this one. So now a big play coming here for the Chargers, who are going for two. The tight end going in motion to the left. Herbert to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The Steelers' offense about ready to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And what a clutch throw here on third down to keep this drive alive. Now, in a perfect world, they'd love to go down there and get points, extend this lead. But at a bare minimum, milk the clock, leave the least amount of time possible if you do have to give the ball back to your opponent. And if you're this defense, it feels like the time to get off the field is right now.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. That's quickly to Fryermuth on the RPO. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Wilson. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. seconds. Touchdown, Steelers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Now a play fake. Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Chargers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Patterson now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. Fighting off defenders here, he'll churn forward and pick up 3. They'll give it to Harris again. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll drop to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A run. Here's Harris. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Another run here with Harris. Oh, and this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one.